Okay, so go and watch part 1 if you haven't. This is the different degrees of your emotional guidance scale. Only you know if choosing anger is appropriate for you. If a severely depressed person could consciously discover the relief of an angry thought and, more important, could consciously recognize that he has deliberately chosen that angry thought, he would immediately regain a sense of his own power, and his depression would lift. Now, of course, it is important that he does not remain in his place of anger, but from that angry place, he now has access to the relieving thoughts of frustration. There are many who do not yet understand the vibrational content of emotions, or even what an emotion is, or its reason for being, who counsel with great forcefulness against the projection of anger. For most people do not enjoy being in the presence of someone who is angry, and most would selfishly prefer that the angry person return to their former state of powerless depression, because their depression is usually turned inward, while their anger is often thrust outward toward whoever is nearby. Someone outside of you does not know if your chosen thought of anger is an improvement for you. Only you know, by the relief that you feel, the appropriateness of any thought. Until you decide that you are going to guide yourself by the way you feel, you can make no steady progress towards your own desires. I'm doing my best to make the best of it. Those who are watching you might feel better if they understood that you have no intention of remaining in your state of anger, if they knew that your greater plan is to move through your anger and then through frustration, through overwhelmment, to optimism, to belief and onward, to your knowing that all is well. They might be more patient with where you are right now. There are many people who just naturally move from the powerless feeling of depression or fear into anger as a sort of self-surviving mechanism. But when they are met with so much disapproval from family members, friends, and counsellors, with respect to the inappropriateness of their anger, they return to the feeling of powerlessness, only to repeat the cycle again and again, from depression to anger, to depression to anger, to depression and anger, and so on. The key to regaining your wonderful feeling of personal empowerment and control is to decide right now, no matter how good or bad you are feeling, that you are going to do your best to make the best of it. Reach for the best feeling thought that you have access to right now, and as you do that again and again, in a short period of time, you will find yourself in a very good feeling place. This is just the way it works. If I can get there emotionally, I can get anywhere. Right now, I am going to find the best feeling thought that I can. I am going to reach for more relief, more relief, more relief. Remember, rage gives you a feeling of relief from depression, grief, despair, fear, guilt, or powerlessness. Revenge gives you a feeling of relief from rage. Anger gives you a feeling of relief from revenge. Blame gives you a feeling of relief from anger. Overwhelmment gives you a feeling of relief from blame. Irritation gives you a feeling of relief from overwhelmment. Pessimism gives you a feeling of relief from irritation. Hopefulness gives you a feeling of relief from pessimism. Optimism gives you a feeling of relief from hopefulness. Positive expectation gives you a feeling of relief from optimism. Joy gives you a feeling of relief from positive expectation. In time and with practice, you will become very adept at understanding what your emotional guidance system is telling you. Once you make a determined decision to continually reach for the relief that an improved emotion brings, you will find yourself feeling good most of the time and allowing into your experience all the things that you desire. Attention to how you are feeling is necessary in order to understand everything that is happening to you. how you feel, and the feeling of relief that you discover as you reach for better feeling thoughts is only true measurement of what you are attracting into your experience. But what about those who desire not to desire? We would describe the sensation of desire as the delicious awareness of new possibilities. Desire is a fresh, free feeling of anticipating wonderful expansion. The feeling of desire is truly the feeling of life flowing through you, but many people, while they are using the word desire, feel something quite different. Desire for them often feels like yearning, for while they are focused upon something that they want to experience or have, they are equally aware of its absence. And so, while they are using words of desire, they are offering a vibration of lack. They come to think that the feeling of desire is like wanting something that they do not have. But there is no feeling of lack in pure desire. So, if you will keep in mind that whenever you ask, it is always given, then each of your desires will now be pure, non-resistant desire. Many people desire things that they are not currently living fully, and in some cases they have desired them for a long period of time. And so, they think about the thing they desire, and then they think about not having it. In time, they come to believe that the way they feel as they think about what they want and realize they do not have it, but cannot figure out how to get it, is the way desire feels. But they are not in the state of pure desire. They are in the state of resistant desire. Often, their vibration is more about the absence or lack of what they want than it is about what they want. Without even realizing what they are doing, they are holding themselves vibrationally apart from their own desires. So in time, they come to believe that this sluggish, unfulfilled feeling of not getting what they want is really what desire feels like. There have been some who have said to us, Abraham, I've been taught that it's not appropriate for me to have any desires. I've been taught that the state of desire will keep me from being the spiritual being that I'm supposed to be, and that my state of happiness depends upon my ability to release all desires. We reply, but is not your state of happiness or your state of spirituality a desire? We are not here to guide you toward or away from any desire. It is our work to help you understand that you are the creator of your own experience and that your desires will naturally be born from your experience in this environment, in this body. It is our desire to assist you in coming into perfect alignment with Source so that you can then achieve the creation of your desires. We understand why some would suggest that if you would release your desire, you would feel better, because the negative emotion that you are feeling is due to the vibrational difference between your current vibration and the vibration of your desire. But releasing desire is the hard way to go about bringing yourself into alignment, because the entire universe is poised to help you give birth to yet another new desire. So a much easier way to come into alignment with your source and therefore to feel better is to work on releasing your resistance. Okay, I'm going to go on to part 3.